Still in stunning Shanghai on a beautiful winter's day. It's about 23 degrees, so t-shirt and shorts, sun's out, could not ask for more. In fact, every day is absolutely perfect. So this is the Bund, where people like to come and explore and vlog. Not live, okay. But say hi.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hi. Bienvenidos a Shanghai.
Yep, I'll translate that. Yes, so the Bund is just a really nice, chill place where people come and, well, they walk. That's all there is to do here, but the view, sorry, I'm blocking the view. Why am I blocking the view? It's of the other side of the river and the central business district with the massive buildings. So it's a really stunning part. So a few experiences from China. When I first arrived, I walked into this toilet and straight away as I opened the door, there's this old lady. She's got a cleaver in her hand and a fish in the other hand, and she's just chops its head off the second I walk in there. And I just start laughing so hard, and I thought, wow, you know, it was basically my first experience of China, and it was just perfect. So yeah, as I used the facility, she was busy gutting the fish and making a mess, and apparently that's okay. Later in the day, I'm walking down the street and there's a guy walking his pet, and it's not a dog, it's an alpaca. An alpaca. Yeah, so that was crazy. The next day, I jump on a train and take a seat, and I notice next to me on the chair, there's an animal poo, like a dog poo or something. So I assess that situation and I quickly move away. And then next stop, a few people come sit next to it. Once again, they see what's going on and they move away. This is going on for a while. And then we get to another stop and some guy just comes on there and just sits straight on top of it. And I just could not believe it. I could not believe it. And I would have warned him if I could, but it was too quick. Then there's the rideshare bikes, and they're just kind of dumped wherever. Like, people use them a lot, but yeah, they don't have a lot of order. I guess there's just a lot of bikes, and so yeah, it does get a bit messy. This is the China soft landing, but it's still very much China. You know, there's people smoking in shopping malls, would you believe? And yeah, that's what I came here for. I came here for the quintessential Chinese experiences, which is a bunch of WTF moments, and hopefully I'll get some more. But my interest is just west of here, because I found what looks like a Uyghur community. So the Uyghurs are from the northwest of China, and the city that I know that's famous is Kashgar up there, and it borders onto the steppes. They're very much steppe-looking people, like the Stans, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, etc. So they've got that kind of vibe going on, and I think that's reflected in their food as well. But they're still Chinese, because of course this is an incredibly broad, diverse and big part of the world. And that's what I love about these big cities like Shanghai, is it just attracts people from all corners of the country to come here and to try to, I guess, make their wealth. And they bring with them all of that culture, all of that food, and it's just on my doorstep. So I can be lazy and I can explore their food culture without the long train journeys. So yes, so that's where we're going. We're going west, and there's a restaurant, I forget what it's called, but I saw it yesterday, it looks really good. So we're gonna go check that out. All right, come with me. Okay, so Okay. Okay. What about this one too? So I'm here at Murriya restaurant in Shanghai, and this is a Kashgari restaurant, so from the region of Kashgar, so it's Uyghur food. I stumbled upon this area, saw a lot of ethnically Uyghur people around here, and they all had like their meats going on, cooking the meats on the street, lots of lamb in the shops, and I thought, I bet there's some good restaurants around here. So yeah, I sniffed one out, and this is the place, and I absolutely love the decor and the aesthetic, and this is what I've ordered. So I've got turgan pilaf, which is the rice with some mystery meat on top, probably lamb-based. I've got the hotam baked samosa, which was cooked in the tandoor. I have some grilled mutton stringed with rose willow, which is the wood. It's cooked on a piece of wood, would you believe? And I got some braised eggplant with pan-seared chili pepper. So quite a feast, as always. Now these things, have a look at that. They cook them in the tandoor outside, and I've been buying them on the street as well. They're 6 yuan, which is just over $1. And let me try to break that open for you. Look at that. Oh, I want that meat in my mouth, not on the table. So lots of meat in there, a little bit of potato as well, and it's all about this crispy bread. So the tandoor just has a way of turning dough into just the most amazing bread of all types. A little bit of heaven. So here is the turgan pilaf, which has this, I described it as mystery meat. Surely it's of the lamb variety, or mutton, as everything else seems to be. And within the rice, there's some carrot, and there's some sultanas as well, so a bit of dried fruit in there. So let's try. So the rice is being cooked in a stock. It tastes like a light, you know, like a chicken stock or something, no idea, but something nice and mild. And there's a kind of a velvety oil on it as well. So it's got a really nice tongue feel. The carrots are really soft, and then you get a hit of sweetness with the sultanas in there. So it's just a nice complementary dish. Nothing that's screaming flavor. All right, let me just take a hunk of this. Big hunk of slow cooked meat. I'm gonna go with mutton, and it's just falling off the bone, and it's got all the goodness of the joint as well in there. It's a joint piece, and it's got some fat. So there's a lot of different textures going on, and all of them are good. So what I love about Shanghai, and all big cities like Bangkok or Jakarta, places like that, is you get the ethnic diversity of the entire country. And so, like I said, here we're in a Uyghur community, and so they bring all of their food and their culture and their customs. And so you can go from place to place and sniff out different parts of China. You know, you can really have a strong cultural experience just in one city. And I absolutely love that. That's why I love big cities, right? It's because it's a mecca for flavor. It's a mecca for diversity of cuisine, and it's a mecca for flavor. All right, next up we've got this mutton kebab. And if you can see that, it's cooked on a piece of wood. So they've actually got this piece of wood from a tree, and they've sharpened it, and then they use that as a skewer, which is kind of cool. And then chunks of mutton. Not sure about the flavor profile. There seems to be some kind of dry rub on it. So firstly, it's some fatty mutton, which is delicious in and of itself, and then it's got a dry rub on it, a bit of salty, and then not strong flavors, but I can sense some cumin and maybe some other spices coming through. Let me try another piece. So the spice blend is subtle, But what really sells it for me is the fat on the meat. And that is just all fat. Now, as with the tandoor where they make these samosas, they've got a charcoal section outside as well, so people are just eating them on the street. It's a restaurant, but it's also 2 outdoor street food options. And onto the braised eggplant with pan-seared chili peppers. So you can see there's a red sauce happening in there, and there's a bunch of garlic as well. And as with any eggplant that tastes good, lots of oil. Spicy as well. It's all about the oil just saturating the eggplant. And there's a sauce, there's a flavor profile as well, which is chili. Real spice, subtle flavor, but really delicious. And then these green chili peppers, same deal. Mild spicy, a little bit crunchier than the eggplant, so definitely cooked for less long. Oh, spice level is building. Yeah, quite delicious. Sauce is good, but for me that eggplant can't be beaten. All right, I guess I better double down and try to do some damage to this, and I'll see you outside. So that's Meoya restaurant, Uyghur community all around here in Shanghai. And you can see behind me, that's where they grill the meats outside. They've also got a little bakery behind there. It's hard to see, but that's where they do all of the flatbreads as well. And just down the road is where they cook the little samosas in the tandoor. So they've got it all going on, and you can see it's pretty popular. And this area all around here is a little ethnically Uyghur community. And so there's heaps of butchers, lots of lamb, and you know, that kind of Muslim steppes vibe. Yeah, you can see it in the people, what they wear and things like that. So for me, it's really interesting. Hopefully for you too. All right, that's it. See you next time.